Hello, everyone. How are you? Happy summer 2025. It's certainly been an interesting one for me, but really great. With all of the little issues that I've had this summer, I am still excited and grateful and have learned a lot. So, I'm going to tell you about what breaking bones and a little rejection and a really great real estate story, uh, and why how all of that is tied in together. So I'm going to share that with you, and it's going to be fun. So anyhow, maybe by the time we get together, I will have this boot off. Today is July 29th, and I am pre-recording my first From the Heart of My Home live uh, for August 5th. And that is because on the first Tuesday of the month, I do a Women's Power Collective. I'm involved in one. And so on the first Tuesday of the month, I do a pre-recorded. And then on the second, I always do my cooking. And then I go into a little bit of health and home and real estate with you throughout the rest of the month. So my message to you here, though, today is all about the experience that I have. I've been in my boot for 2 months, and I believe there's pluses in the pause. And I have been doing a lot of writing, a lot of reflecting, been working, and I'm so grateful to my friends and my family who have helped me. They've driven me around, they've brought me things. People have come to my house. We've done a lot of Zoom calls, which is so great, right? That you can work even when you're a little bit tied up. So, I did very few posts over the summer and haven't been really engaged with social media. A lot of it has to do with some technology issues. I got a new phone, and anyways, but we did send out our Love to Listen newsletter. I hope that you got it. It's called The Heritage, and I titled it like Broken Bones and Rejection and Learning Lots. So, it's so interesting to me because I started out the summer where I had this situation with these clients that I really loved and enjoyed and still do. And for a variety of reasons, we wrote some contracts and it didn't work out. And then it just turned out where, you know, I could tell there was getting some tension, and that, it was probably a situation where we weren't going to continue to work together. And that happens in our business. Now, if you are in sales, any kind of sales, if you're in real estate, if you are telling me that you hit it 100% all the time, well, then I give you all the power because, after 36 years, I know what it's like to have some rejection. And, for me, my quality of business is so high. I'm not chasing leads and people I don't know and things like that. So, I've been very fortunate. I have a quality business versus like a big quantity business. And the relationships that I have are so deep and so good. And it's just been so wonderful. And that's why we call it the Heritage Newsletter. And so, yes, I had a situation, always an opportunity to learn. And a couple of people were like, well, Nancy, why are you sharing that in your newsletter? That doesn't even sound right. And I'm like, well, this is the real deal. I'm real in my family and my friends and my community. I'm real with my clients. There's no perfection here, right? There is excellence. We do seek excellence, but we're never going to have it perfect all the time. And so, you know, that's kind of how my summer started. And then I broke my foot. And so it gave me a lot of time to do some reading, sitting in the sun, just focusing on what I can do. And that's what I really like to do. I love to be able to look at a situation and find the positive. And even though I can't do Pilates, I can't walk, I can't run, or, do power walking. Of course, I'm walking with my boot, but, I can't get my exercise in. And but I can, do some arm weights, I can do some crunches, I can do some dips and, overhead and, some chest. So weight wise, I was able to do some things. I wasn't as active as I normally am, but I did manage to definitely get body in motion, BIM baby. And it's like this has just been a great time to reflect, and it's reflect on what you can do and not what you can do. And like I said, there's a lot of pluses in the pause. I think what you realize when you kind of slow down, or you're forced to slow down, is that you focus on the things that are essential, you know, like rest and relationships and good, you know, good stuff in, and keeping yourself a little more quiet. There's a lot to be thankful for and appreciate during those down times, right? Because as soon as my boots off, I'll be off and running. So it's been an interesting summer. I hope that you guys are having a great summer. I'm really excited to be back here with you. We have a lot going on at Love to List. We just completed the most like amazing transaction with this really great couple, young couple selling their townhouse, buying a single family, their first home together. And it was so like it was a situation actually where my expertise and our like efficient plan of the three P's: pricing, presentation, and promotion all came together. These folks had their house on the market before they called me, and they were a little bit, on the down and out. And we just knocked it out of the ballpark. We put in a great presentation plan. Within 2 weeks, we had the house back on the market, repositioned with pricing. The presentation was beautiful, and they had been on the markets for quite some time, like 3 or 4 months, with zero offers. And we were on 9 days, three offers, got it under contract, got it settled, got them moved, all within 40 days or something like that, 45 days at the most. So they're so excited. So again, started out the summer with this, great relationship I had with these people, and we ended up parting ways, which was a little bit challenging, because I liked them so much and I wanted to get a win for them, but completely understand. And I will tell you, in the past, I've had situations where I've actually had to let someone go, and they're like, no, 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 and we work things out. I've had a situation where we parted ways, and then 2 years later, for whatever reason, they came back. We never know what the future holds, right? And you cannot take these things personally. So it ended up kind of started out that way, then a lot of downtime. And then, even with the boot, I relied on all these people to help get this house on the market. Lickety split, ending the summer with this great story. And so that is the ups and downs and turnarounds of real estate, but also life. And so you can either go cross-eyed, when things don't go well, or spiral down when things don't go well, or you can, as someone once told me, of course, you can make lemonade out of lemons. And that's what I try to do. So that is always going to be my commitment to myself, to my family, to my friends, to my clients, to my community, that no matter what we're going through, I am going to rise above and make it a positive, learn from things, and make it better. And really enjoy and embrace where you are, no matter what you're going through. And that takes a lot of effort and a proactive way to be living your lifestyle. It's very intentional because we all have choices. So anyways, that's kind of where I'm at. I am looking forward though to coming to you from my kitchen and cooking for you next Tuesday. I'm going to share a couple things that I've discovered over the summer. And again, I hope that you're having a fabulous summer. And I know that I am, and I look forward to seeing you. So in the meantime, thumbs up, lots of love, and keep smiling. Okay? All right. Take care, everyone.